Hello.
Hey everyone, happy, what the fuck day is it? Tuesday. Alright, so it's been a while since we've been on here. Good to see everyone again. Whoever watches this video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to give it a like.
Spring fever is here.
Spring fever.
Spring cleaning.
Well, it's not spring yet. We're about a week,
Yes.
about a week and a half
Yes.
away. But we're, you know what? We're there. We're there.
Almost.
So again, if you've been watching us since the beginning of this year, we started the year talking about being true to yourself. True to yourself. So now this new, what would you call it, episode?
Yes.
Season.
If you've been staying true to yourself and what we
And
were
if you
talking
followed
about,
us, you know, we've already given you our points of views, like staying true to yourself. But this time, that was like January, February, right? Now we're into March. We're getting into spring. We had a time change. I'm seeing a lot of things on social media. People not staying true to themselves and getting into drama. So, hey, Moo. Hey, Snorlax.
Hi.
How's it
Thank you
going?
so much
Thanks
for watching.
joining. Yeah. How was your Valentine's Day? And are you guys getting ready for Leprechaun?
Oh, yeah.
Do you believe in leprechauns?
No, thank you so much. We really
Thank you so
appreciate
much.
that.
Yes.
Thank you for the hearts.
So if you guys aren't familiar with the leprechauns, if you don't celebrate the whole St. Patrick's Day, you don't watch any of that stuff, get into it. Go to the library, get some books in the children's section. It's cute.
Interesting.
Cute little story, yes.
And sometimes in people's towns, they have little parades going on.
Yeah. All right. So let's move forward.
It was good. That's good to hear, Moo.
Oh, that's great. That's great. So yeah, let's move forward, Emily. New topic, new season. Staying true to yourself.
Spring cleaning. And
Spring
what
cleaning.
we were talking about.
So this is a good time of year where people, they go through their closets, they go out through their wardrobe, they get rid of all their stuff. Let's talk about purging people. Now, what do I mean that? Not like the movie The Purge. What I mean by that is like
taking out the trash.
Taking out the trash, yeah.
Right? Cleaning up your contact list and your phone.
Yes. And all your social medias. How about
Yes.
that? You know what? Since we are, some people, it's Lent. It'll be Lent until the 31st. If you are Catholic and you do practice good faith and all of that, you're supposed to give something up for 40 days. So what did you give up for 40 days? And if you're not into that, if that's not your thing, good night. Thanks for checking in.
Good night. Thank you so much.
You too, Snorlax. If you're not into that, let's get to the nitty gritty, Emily.
Hi there, Gangster Party.
Hey, how's it going?
I really like that short video, 1951.
Oh, thank you
So much.
So yeah, Emily, let's talk about this. So spring cleaning, if you just joined Gangster Party, we're talking about this whole year. You know, people make resolutions and stuff. We don't really make resolutions or anything like that, but we like to just stay on topic with whatever we're going to do. So we've been talking about staying true to yourself. What does that mean?
Yeah.
You might have an opinion. People might disagree with you, but I'm not going to change my opinion just to fit your agenda, just to make you happy. No, that's my opinion. I'm staying true to myself regardless. You hate me, love me, whatever.
Right.
So now we're getting into
relationships and all type of relationships.
And all of them, yes.
If you have a friend or family member, someone, your partner, whoever, and they don't like someone, you shouldn't like them either.
So let's get into spring cleaning. Go into spring cleaning then.
And that's what we're talking about.
All right, we'll do it. Talk it.
Spring cleaning, same thing. Stay true to yourself. If you have a family member or partner, whatever, and they don't like someone, and maybe that person's never done anything to you personally, you shouldn't like them either. It should be like that.
Now, many will disagree with this. Many will disagree.
Say that it's controlling, it's insecure. No, I think it's the best way to go.
And then why am I talking about this? Because we're in the quarter. We've already passed a quarter of this year. Okay, there's 3 more quarters, right, in the year. I'm just curious. Oh, what are you curious about, Gangster Party?
Let us know.
Yeah. We're here. When we're live, you can ask questions. You can give us comments. If there's a topic you want to talk about, go ahead and throw it in there as well.
We love to engage.
Yeah. Right now, we're talking about the spring cleaning because I've been noticing that. I've been seeing things on social media. Part of things, I don't know how new you are here to this channel, but before, like January or so, we were talking about people that were backpedaling. They'd say things, they'd make videos, then they'd come out with apology videos.
Erasing
like the big Fat Joe thing I just saw on social media. I don't know if you guys, where you're from, Gangster Party, but we just saw the thing that happened with Big Joe. He was at a sneaker con. A little boy went up to him, wanted an interview, and he had some like smart aleck remarks telling him, my shoes are older than you or something like that. And now he's apologizing.
Big Joe told the kid
and now Fat Joe is apologizing.
His name Fat Joe, not Big Joe.
Yeah, Fat Joe's apologizing now, like, he didn't understand the humor. Again, why
OnlyFans. No, I'm actually interested in looking into that. I don't have one. I'm working on a website. But
we're looking into that.
Especially with the OnlyFans. How do you start one of those? People always talk about it.
If anybody has information,
yes, let me know. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for that. But she does have a Venmo, and she does have a PayPal if you guys would like a personal photo or things like that. In the past, We've also charged for like DMs if any. Hey, people like to vent or they want to talk about somebody, they want to talk to a stranger. It's what we do as a hairstylist. That's part of our profession. It goes into play with it. Let me tell us again a little bit about ourselves if you're new here. We're hairstylists. I've been doing it for over 20 years. She's been doing it for over 15 years. So part of the hairstylist, besides the chair, besides the clients, besides the services, is the other side, the opening up and people, people reaching out and wanting to vent and they feel comfortable, and a lot of times they just need to vent with a stranger. It's so much easier to vent with a stranger than it is with someone that you feel will judge.
Definitely, yes.
So let's talk about the spring cleaning again. Again, like Emily was saying.
We've stayed on it.
So the backpedaling, no backpedaling. You post a video, leave it up there.
You leave a comment.
Yes.
And you get a lot of backlash. Leave it there. Yes. Don't delete it. Yes. Don't change your mind just because you thought about it.
Yes.
And like, maybe I shouldn't have. Oh, well,
you shouldn't have said it then.
It's there. It's there, and you stick with it.
Before you speak.
Definitely.
So, spring cleaning. Let me give you a good example again.
Yes, we will talk about that. Okay. How about when someone's trying to regain your trust, for example, with us?
Yes, and it can be anybody. It can be a sibling. It can be a coworker. Whatever. Anyway.
Oh gosh, we've had our ups and downs with this person.
Yes.
So much. Thinking you know the person because you grew up with them, and all that. Well, we kind of cut them off for a bit, right?
So we've been absent, right? We've been absent on the lives for a while, right? Because life happens, things have happened, Can't always go on and make a video like other people, unfortunately, right?
Yeah.
But this is something that's been simmering, I guess I would say, where we've had a lot of people come back into our lives. They've been seeing our videos or whatnot, and they're curious. It's normal, right?
Yes,
You're human.
absolutely.
But this particular person, they've been really going out of their way to regain our trust. And again, the bond we had with this person was, I would like to say, like for me personally, I don't know how it was for you, but it was a very strong bond. I really felt connected, and I really had trust in this person. So when when they broke my trust, thank you so much. When they broke my trust, then you kind of cut people off. You still. And this person just keeps making their way back. And again, we keep allowing them back, right?
Because why? Because you feel a little bad?
I think because...
you have a heart?
Yeah.
I mean, it's really hard for me to be mean.
Yes.
But sometimes I had to do it with that person.
So this person's been back in our lives, right? Been really going the extra, showing up for us in our time of need and things like that. Which I think is very important. But recently, I found out that they've been cheating. And what do I mean by cheating again?
They know how we feel about certain
other people.
That,
like what we always talk about, right? Like if she has an issue with someone, right? And I might not have an issue with someone, but because she has an issue with that person, then I have to, because I have loyalty to her. And a lot of people don't feel like that way. Then she needs to be like, I don't like them either.
We're sisters, by the way, yes.
Right. Say vice versa, right? And this used to happen to us a lot in the workplace, where we would work in the salons and people didn't like her, but they liked me. And she'd be like, why do you fucking talk to them? They don't like me. And I'd be like, because they didn't do anything to me. Or vice versa. And then it came to the point where I was like,
they start talking crap about you to me. Like, why does it just...
So it gets to the point where we're like, no, you know what? Yeah. We gotta do something here. So this is what we're gonna do. If you don't like her, you don't like me. You don't like me, you don't like her. And vice versa.
Yes.
And then my family extended, meaning me and my kids. So now it's like, you don't like my kids? You don't fucking like me.
Definitely.
You don't like her? You don't like my kids? You don't like any of us? Too bad. You gotta take the whole damn package. But anyways... So this person, again, we recently found out they've been cheating. Now, what do I mean by that? We had some incidents with this other people who we've had falling out. And they know we don't like them. We know they don't like them. And that's why
they've even talked about us in a negative way to that person. And that person's like, well, okay, I appreciate that. I respect how you feel.
Well, thank you, Gangster Party.
They still do that, right?
Yes. So that's what we're talking about, spring cleaning. As much as it pains me, I think I'm going to have to really cut it out.
And I did already cut them off.
But I mean, like the whole being nice, I guess, like the phone call.
Because it was sounding really sweet. Yes. The whole interaction
the actions. See, and this is what the sad part is that I don't know what it is about people. A gangster party. Have you ever experienced that? People that come into your life and they put on the good show. Not just the words. The word is one thing, but they actually put the actions in where you're like, okay, maybe I can give this person a little trust.
Yeah.
But then you find out they do something like that. Where do you go from that? How do most people handle it?
Do you bring it up? Because we didn't really.
We kind of brought it up, but they know. Yeah. They know we know.
And we've already told them, hey, it's either them or us.
And their only response is like, well, you can't control me. That's
Okay,
control.
but then they put the blame on us and the guilt trip. Well, I don't have to, you don't have to respond to me. They say all the time.
But then I don't respond.
They gangster party said all the time.
Okay, so then do you cut the people? Is it normal? Because we're a little different. We are a little different. I'm starting to notice with relationships just in general, across the board. Most people I notice, they like to keep tabs, per se.
Yes, they
Meaning,
do.
like, they keep that person on Facebook, or they'll keep
Their phone number.
Yes.
The phone number's
Even
okay,
if they've
but-
never talked to them for 10 years, 20 years. But
Follows them on all social medias.
Yeah.
For what? Just to watch, and then they don't like your stuff. Some just don't like your stuff. What do they?
So I don't know.
And this person again with that too, because this person has been like, hit me back up on Facebook and blah blah blah. Right? We have done that. We did it recently.
But I had to take them off the Facebook because the settings they have, and then maybe that just makes it sound like a
It
stalker.
doesn't matter if this sounds petty. We're just expressing
Yes,
ourselves.
yes, yes. Okay, but their settings, it's like, you want to be my friend so you can see all my stuff because I don't put any of those settings. You can see my pictures. I'm on open book. I don't have anything to hide. But then you have certain settings where you don't want me to see what you post or just certain posts.
There's a setting there.
But then other people, like our mom, for example, who's friends with this person, is like, oh, did you see that post? And that's how we're like,
and it's like, oh my god. Thank you, Snorlax, for that. And then sometimes it depends. They said gangster party.
to cut them off? You cut them off or
To
not?
cut them off, gangster
Yes.
party.
So again, I mean, we just do these videos for fun anyways, but I think that
I just really
there
want to
has
talk about
come,
this.
There
Yes.
has to come a point in time where
Because this is just so recent. We just found out like 2 days ago that this person has been interacting still, and
I would say cheating. It's
Cheating,
It's
cheating.
cheating because we opened the trust line again, and again,
Yeah.
trust
It was
is something
feeling so
like that
good.
saying. I like that saying, right? Trust is something that takes years to build upon and can be destroyed within minutes.
and it felt so genuine. And this time it felt like, okay, maybe this person's really seeing the big picture and understanding, and we're like, it's gonna be good. It's gonna
Like I think we're
make
rekindling.
it last forever
Yeah.
or something. And it's like, now I found that out, and it's just it broke my heart. I feel violated, or I feel, what is the word? Cheated. You're cheating hard. I felt cheated.
So I don't know. This is just something.
No,
I
okay, it really
wanna
pissed
talk
me off. It
about.
really pissed me off. Also, like all those emotions and memories from about like all the bad memories like that we've had with those people that they talk to, and it's like, oh my gosh, again, trust is not given; it's earned.
You're right. You're absolutely right. So that's where we're like, but I'm again, the reason why we're talking about it is because we're experiencing it, and then I've been seeing it on social media too.
Yes.
Like I've noticed that. Why I guess it's more like a curiosity. But I've noticed, why do people do that? Like I've been seeing that a lot, where people have been crossing people on social media. Like they'll gain someone's trust, they'll be friends with them just to get that. Like I talked to that person, I got to meet that person, and then
Okay.
they go and they like. Just like if they never owed them anything,
Okay.
and I understand, right? Because we always talk about that. You're not supposed to. You don't owe anyone anything. But to me, that's some other level of like shitty human.
Well, because either they gained something from it.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes. So these are things I've been seeing on social media, and no one's talking about it. So I
No.
want to talk about it because I'm wondering, are these things that maybe I got a wrong impression of the way the world runs?
Perhaps.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, because we
Yes.
keep to ourselves, and we're so like, I wouldn't say sheltered.
I mean, even though we
But
do
do you know
give
what I
our
mean?
opinions
But
on that. Yeah.
but I guess like because I see it so often
It's-
and what I've been seeing on social media. So then is that how the world really runs? Is that how? That's why you see people with so many friends. That's why you see people
and,
that
yeah, with the whole
do these
celebrities, like
collabs,
you say.
like everything that I'm seeing.
Yeah, like one celebrity had a beef with one artist, and then you see them hanging out with their
Yeah.
enemies or whatever. It's like, really? That doesn't bother you? And it's, I guess people just say,
So
"Oh,
are
just-"
we wrong for thinking the way we feel?
No, we're not. Everyone's entitled to their own.
So
how-
I
you know,
want
how
to
to-
hear
how to
feedback.
feel.
If you're still there at Gangster Party, I would definitely love to hear your feedback on that. What do you think about that? How do you handle those things? Or anyone else who comes on?
Especially if it's a gangster party. And I mean,
Right.
you know.
See, and I don't know too much about that
No.
either. So
Yeah. So do you hang out with a lot of people, and you
Yeah.
see this a lot? Does this
because
happen? Normally it was this-
you see all the memes, right? You see
Yes.
all the memes, all the little what do you call that? Like those are memes, right? The little pictures with the words where it's
Yes.
like only real gangsters.
Yes.
Small circle or
It,
whatever.
it gives an example.
Right.
It
So,
shows
but do
you.
people really live by that?
I'm not
You know,
sure.
because I'm starting to see, for example, things I've seen on social media, right? Like a lot of these so-called beefs, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's really starting to make me think that we've all been fooled, and they've always known how it was going to play out. like I was telling you about Peter Pan, right? Like you win this time, I win next time, and it was
Yes.
just the game, the game, and
we're taking it serious, like
Yes,
Rocky
yes.
Balboa, where he took the fight real serious against Apollo Creed,
Yes.
and it was just supposed to be for entertainment and
Yes.
for publicity, and then he took it serious.
Yes.
So yeah, I think so. I think
Are you still here? Did we lose anybody? I mean,
is anyone still here bearing
still
with
here?
us?
Yes.
But again, like we talked about, the first one, staying true to yourself.
Yeah.
So how you feel about certain people or situations, and you should stick with that, especially.
And another thing, I'm gonna go with
Especially
that.
now,
I think first
in March.
impressions too. I think that if you have a first impression of the person, you should go with your gut.
Your gut feeling.
Yes.
First, so you could be like, oh, I give them the benefit of the doubt. Oh, I thought no. Again,
But now, are you just gonna cut them off? I'll give them a little time.
well, yeah. If you're talking about like,
And I'm not talking about dating or
No.
I'm just talking about people in general.
or
Across
people,
the
it could
board.
just be someone, a coworker you meet for the first time, a new hire, and
It's a Rochambeau. Yes, it is. Rochambeau, that's old school. I haven't heard that in a
Yeah.
long time. That's like Rochambeau. Is that a game or like a like?
isn't it like tug of war? No, Alguacil, right?
C.
I was a long time ago when I heard
Yeah.
that. Yeah, nobody says that anymore.
Yeah.
Aw.
But that's going on with that. What else did I see that I thought was interesting? But it goes with it though.
Yeah, I would say stick with it, because I have seen a couple of celebrities who have said something about a certain celebrity or something with the music, and then now they've switched it up.
Yeah.
And you see that they're hanging out with that person that I talked about. Like, oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, well.
So that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Are
so
we-
like how you were saying about first impressions as well. Say you're working with someone who's a new hire,
Right.
and the first impression you got with them, and then you're like, oh no, I'm gonna give them. Go with the first impression that you got, and that's it.
Again, expect the worst and hope for the best.
Yeah, especially if you're gonna continue, like, or if you're gonna like hang out with them outside of work or whatnot, then you start seeing people's.
Well, again, but
Intentions?
spring cleaning. I don't think you should. I love you. I don't think you should hang out with people.
No, you
at
shouldn't.
work. That's just me. That's just my
That's
thing.
what we're talking
Again,
about
these are all
still.
the things I've been seeing because we haven't been on a month or so. Was last
Yes,
time we were on?
I always expect the unexpected. Yes.
Yes, I agree.
I learned that from Step by Step.
The show?
I wanted, yeah, Cody had said that. No, Cody or one of them. Yeah, it
Oh
was
my
funny.
gosh.
It's like expect the unexpected. I always expect the unexpected,
Well, you should.
and it's always worked out for me when I've done that. Yes, stay true to yourself. Yes,
Yes. So the spring cleaning. Let's see what else. How long was Zoo went live last time?
I would say that was
months?
you know what? It was the beginning of January when we went live.
So now let's talk about now we've got that. Did you get it out? Are you vented? Do you feel better now?
I think so.
I think so too. Should we talk about my colonoscopy? What should we
Sure,
talk about
why
now?
not?
All right, so now let's talk about this is now we're going into the health subject,
Yes.
the PSA, because I didn't realize March is the colorectal cancer awareness month, right? I didn't notice that. And I don't know if you guys remember last year, that one guy, what was his name? Brandy, was that his name?
Oh yeah, that
He
guy.
died of colon cancer, right? Last year. I think it was last year, right? Well,
Yes.
anyway, so I had some health issues and I had a colonoscopy. And so this is more of like a PSA. Go get your colonoscopy. If you're having I didn't realize that so many people are afraid of that. They cancel it. But now we're talking about serious stuff. I'm not 40 yet, but I started having some health issues and I went to see my doctor. My doctor referred me to a gastroenterologist and they're like, hey, how about a colonoscopy? And it sounded so scary because you've heard so many scary things. So I'm gonna tell you a little bit. I'm gonna take a couple minutes and talk about my experience, my whole journey. I haven't posted it as a
No, you
short yet.
haven't.
I'm thinking about it. I'm not sure.
I think you should. I was so nervous for her, and just seeing her go through this, and what was it? Just waiting, the suspense building up to the appointment.
So I
I'm
have
like,
to say, I
"Damn."
was very scared. I was because you hear stories, you hear all this stuff, right? The hardest part, I would say, is the prep. The prep was the hardest part. If you've never had one, they give you this gallon, and you have to drink half of the bottle the night before.
How many ounces is the bottle?
It's a gallon.
A gallon,
So you have
yeah,
to drink
okay,
half the
duh.
gallon the night before. You remember I was there,
Gosh.
and you can't eat anything that whole day.
Oh.
Only liquid diet, so just like beef broth, Jello.
You have to make sure you're writing this down so you don't mess
Well,
up.
I did because
Yeah.
I didn't want
You
to
had to
mess
set a
up
timer
whatever.
and all that.
So, and then it's good to have a support system. Emily, she wasn't wiping my ass or nothing, but she was there like, all right, just drink it, you can do it, whatever. Because some people, you read the reviews, and some people vomit, they can't hold it down, they
She's
start
very
having
sensitive.
issues. And I'm a crybaby, I'm a chicken when it comes to things. Like most people, they have white coat syndrome, right? And so anyways, I would say that was the hardest part. You're on the toilet for a while. Yeah, it's uncomfortable. You're supposed to stay home. We've watched a lot of movies. The Jennifer Lopez.
Gangster party. Yes, we are relatives. We're sisters.
Yeah, I'm the older sister.
Yes.
But yeah, so
I've been there through all her pregnancies. 6.
Yes.
in the delivery room there.
Yes.
Everything. Go.
Yeah, actually, Emily was my nanny. She still is, and it's vice versa. She's my little sister. So we've. I guess that's one other thing too. Us, our parents, they really like what would you call that? Like embedded into us, like your family. You take care of your sister, your brother,
that's how it
whoever.
should be,
And I didn't know that so many people there's an issue with that.
Oh, yeah.
Some people they don't get along with their siblings, and so that's another story. But anyways, let's talk about the colonoscopy.
We didn't always get
along.
along.
The prep is the hardest. You're gonna be on the toilet for a while. You should so first things the day before, get yourself some wipes because you're gonna need some wipes, some Vaseline so you can put something on your your butt. No problem.
Yeah.
And it'll stop. Usually, I didn't have to go throughout the night, which is good. And then in the morning, as soon as you wake up, you have to drink the rest of the bottle, and then you have to take three Gas X pills. Normally they sedate you. I didn't want any sedation because I was scared. Like I said, I was super fucking nervous, scared, and I have issues with anesthesia.
And stuff you were reading about that.
So I asked my doctor. Luckily, they were able to do it unsedated. And which it was a really interesting, I gotta tell you guys, it doesn't hurt. It didn't hurt at all. At all. There was no pain whatsoever when they get to do the procedure. I got to watch it on the little TV. I got a little nervous, though. I'm going to be very honest. I got a little nervous once because they guide you, right? Like, okay, you're going to feel this. You might feel pain here. You might feel pain here because, the way the colon's shaped, if you guys want to look up the picture, it's like goes up and then it kind of goes to the side. And so once they got all the way up to the appendix, once they get to the appendix, they're like, all right, we already got there. Then once they come back, that's when they are starting to check for, things in your colon. So I got to watch it on this little TV while I'm laid over, and I don't know why. I got a little nervous. I got a little anxious once I knew he was already at the end.
Because you were watching on the screen?
I guess I think
Because you already knew what they were doing.
So luckily the nurse was really nice. She's like talking to me. And like I said, it was not painful at all. I did feel like I had to like poop or fart, and like they tell you, if you need to fart. I know that sounds embarrassing, whatever, but they're like, no, because it actually helps relieve any pressure because they blow all this gas into your colon so they can see stuff. And so luckily everything was good. But I gotta tell you, after the procedure was maybe like 15 minutes, right? And then they take me back to the room. It was a very interesting feeling after. I don't know if it was because I had hyped myself up. I was so nervous.
You were acting weird. You almost seemed a little sad, a little like kind of down.
Yeah, it was weird. It was
you weren't sedated, so I'm like, why are you acting like that?
Yeah, it was a very interesting experience. But hey, if it could save your life, do it.
Yeah, I'll probably end up.
If you need to get the sedation, get the sedation. I mean, personally, it didn't work out for me. I didn't want it. I don't know. Now thinking about it, I don't know if I should have had it because, like I said, I felt a little weird after. I felt a little weird the whole way coming home.
So it's just kind of hard to explain.
Like,
you don't really know.
Yeah, I can't.
It was different than having a baby, or you said it's the same. Like
the pain was not like having a baby, but it almost felt like that. Like when I have had babies, and like you have this big stomach, right? And then I know this is women's stuff, but whatever. Mm-hmm. And right, so usually you have your I had all my kids without any medicine, right? So you have the kid, right? You have the baby, and they put them on you, and then but that first time you get up to go to the bathroom. I know this sounds really weird. You guys are probably like men out there if you're listening to this, but most women I think would understand. I'm not sure. But that first moment when you get up to go to the bathroom and your stomach's no longer big and it's just like jelly and it's like, oh my God, wow, I really just went through all of this. That's kind of what it felt like when I had after the colonoscopy.
They said, was it a happy after experience?
A happy after. I was happy that it was done and I had did everything, but it was just strange. I can't explain it because it was weird. It was almost like euphoric in a weird way, like the relief of having it done, having gone through all those steps.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it was. I think it was like all that anticipation I had and the anxiety, and then finally it's like, I'm done. Like when you prepare for a big test or something, and it's like, it's a relief. But at the same time, it was just weird. It was weird.
How sore were you after?
I wasn't sore after. Excuse me. Like they tell you, your first or second, a few bowel movements, you might have a little bleeding. If you get a fever, you're supposed to go back to the hospital. If you get a lot of stomach pain, you're supposed to go back to the hospital. And so, I do have to admit, and again, I'm only telling you guys this. I know it sounds gross. Some people get grossed out, but I'm telling you guys because there are things if you've never had one. And I'm telling you, I've had one. So, and I'm a big chicken. I'm like the most nervous person when it comes to these things where it's like I freak out. So if I can go through it and live through it, you can do it too if it's going to save your life. But I'm gonna tell you straight up, because I watched a lot of YouTube videos before because I was gonna cancel. I'm gonna be very honest. I was gonna cancel because I was so scared. I didn't know what to expect, And so once I started watching YouTube videos and then hearing people in the comments, but they never talk about the aftercare. They're just like, oh yeah, I got it done. It was great. No pain. I'm so glad. But they don't talk about the after. So I'm gonna tell you guys about the after because it's almost been a week now. I'm starting. My diet's starting to get a little better. Like again with the bowels, I had some bleeding. I got a little scared. I was having some bleeding prior. That's why I had the colonoscopy. And so I called my doctor. They did some blood work. I'm waiting to hear back. But like they said, it's very common if you have like hemorrhoids or things like that. And sometimes you have to go to a proctologist. See, these are things I've learned. I didn't know what a proctologist was. So I guess a proctologist is another doctor that takes care of like the hemorrhoids or anything that's like they have to do surgeries. So just so you guys know. So get it done because it's March. That's the other thing I want to talk about. Some people get really fearful, like myself, that if it's going to save your life, get it done. Get it done. I think the sedation might be even easier, maybe harder. The only thing
depends on the
only
person,
thing
right?
is you have to wait there. You have to. If I would have done the sedation, I would have had to have been there 2 hours prior, where they prep you, and then you have to stay there until you wake
And you
up.
were also going to be able to drive yourself because you weren't sedated, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's that. What else, Emily? There's something else. We did the spring cleaning,
And
colonoscopy.
the pictures, there's pictures of it, right? Of what the camera that they did to you, right? Or no?
Oh,
Were those yours?
I do. Just the
you should
paper.
have showed it.
Where did I put that paper? Damn, I gotta look for it.
I think it's glad.
Thank you so much, Gangster Party. So that's what I said. Again, these are the things that I like to talk about because there's so many people there's so much drama everywhere where it's like, I guess it's for entertainment, but this is real stuff. This is stuff I think people need to hear about, need to talk about because, again, like my parents, for example. My dad never got a colonoscopy and he had so many issues. I mean, he's gone now, but I really think maybe he did have some cancer. He just never went to the doctor for that. And my mom too, and other people, you hear about it and that's what scared me too, is that when I read about that, a lot of people that get scared and cancel, like the way I wanted to cancel, they end up having cancer and it's so late. It's already so progressed that they can't do anything about it. So whoever watches this, maybe it was meant for you to hear a Gangster Party. I don't know. Maybe you've had some health issues or someone you love has been going through something and these are embarrassing things. No one wants to talk to you about things like that. But maybe, hey, you saw it. You'd be like, some weird bitches were talking about this fucking shit and she got her ass poked or whatever,
But definitely, if you're experiencing any bleeding after you use the restroom, you let someone know. Don't be embarrassed because I've had to tell her, of course, all of us, like I get scared.
And I guess it's a very common thing. I didn't know that. But it is scary. It's very scary to go to the bathroom and, you see blood. It's scary.
Yeah.
It's scary. It's like, oh my God, am I going to die? And then, again, me being a nervous person, it's like, I got to do that myself. Hey, go do it then.
Yeah, I'm going to have to look into that too because I am kind of scared about it.
Like I said, if I can do it and I'm the most nervous, like you don't understand, scared person. Oh, good. Yeah, get your blood. Again, we talked about this last year too because, health. Health is, the more I'm going to be 40 in a few weeks. Couple weeks?
Yes.
Couple weeks, I'll be 40. And so I just, I don't feel old. But I guess, it's kind of getting there. It's kind of getting there. And these are,
there.
wealth. Dude, you can't put a price on wealth. I mean, health. Health. You can't put a price on health because, you can have all this money in the world, but if you have health issues, you're screwed. Yeah. So again, get your A1C checked, your sugars. Oh, thank you. Get your A1C check, Gangster Party. Know your blood pressure numbers. Yeah. These are things that...
So many little things.
They're just things that you just...
So we bought a blood pressure one of the cuffs.
When I bought a blood pressure cuff, a pulse oximeter, you're looking at like $100. People are cheap. I'm cheap too, right? But like I'll go spend on other stupid shit, and it's like, do I really want to buy that shit? Yeah. But you know what? It's good to have. They're good little things to have. Like as ghetto as it is, we never go with a thermometer in the house. You know what I mean? But it's good to have a thermometer. You check all that.
So we're
stuff.
on it now.
Yeah. It's like I got a little mini urgent care.
Yeah, I got scared because I had a fever. Last week when you were having that? So I don't know what was going on. So yeah, right.
But yeah, definitely go get checked out. Gangster Party. Gangster Party. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking? Because again, there's certain tests you're supposed to have. Again, the colonoscopy is usually they say now they're saying 40, 50, or sooner if there's issues.
Yeah.
But even I have another friend and he's a little older than me and he actually had to get a mammogram because he's a bigger guy and he had some kind of
Mass,
like mass.
growth.
And so he went to the doctor. Thank God it wasn't cancer. But these are things again. You're young.
Oh, you're my age.
You're young. But yeah, hey, again, if there's any issues, go to the doctor. Again, these are stupid things. Taboos. People don't like to talk about.
I know.
But constipation. I didn't know. Was
That's no joke.
It's a big thing.
Yeah, it's terrible.
And again, diet. But the more I've been reading, I've been reading all this stuff about the health and stuff lately. And I'm not promoting any diets or anything like that. But they're saying that low carb or carnivore diet is what can help with a lot of these issues. Like, so if you're someone that has skin issues, or someone that's having what do they call it, Emily? Like autoimmune issues, things like that. So yeah, so that's enough of the house stuff.
Yeah, that's because it's good. It's good to do all this.
But yeah, stress though.
Oh, that's not a good
toxic stress, right?
Yes.
I've seen that everything. Stress too.
Social media can be stressful too. But like if you're reading comments and you really get pissed off because that was something that I didn't know that about myself.
Years ago when I first started doing that?
Yes, but I really started noticing that this year. Like, you know what? I read a couple of comments here, like on TikTok and here, and I'm usually I know it's just, people just whatever, and it's fine. But then I really do get pissed off. Some comments, like I really do.
Like secondhand comments, or
I don't even know what kind. It depends. They can call me fat. They can call me. That doesn't bother me. But then sometimes it does because I know what they're doing, or it's just certain comments, and that shit. It's not a joke. It is not a joke. So if you get pissed off reading a comment, what you need to do, I advise, you just look at the phone. Go look at their profile. Look at everything you can about this person commenting. Get a good look. No.
And get the fuck off.
And you're just like, all right. Okay. And then read it again over and piss yourself off a little more. And get it all out of your system. And then fucking just start typing back to them and then erase it. Don't even post it. Just be like, you know what? Do I want to do this? I'm like, And then you just think about it. Why? Sometimes I'd like to waste energy, of course, but to really know.
I only comment back if they have something.
Yes.
They don't have any subscribers.
But if you're a person like me where you get pissed off sometimes, like when you get pissed off and start get the fuck off your phone. Like just put it down. Like, all right, and then you see any more notifications, motherfucker send another thing.
Away. No more.
And then it's like, all right, put it down.
But yeah,
and then it's not worth it.
Toxic stress, believe it or not.
And go check your damn blood pressure when you do this, or somehow you'll see it. That shit goes up. It's not a joke.
And sometimes it takes.
Some people really get angry, but I've just learned hey, I need to calm down. It's just they're just words, and take some water, drink some water, and that's it. Just put the phone
away,
down. Down. Don't look.
Stop looking.
Yeah. So if you're someone who does, get upset with comments.
It's rough. I've seen
it
a lot of people.
It sounds silly, however, there are some people you should see. Something bad can happen to you. You start feeling shaky. Your vision, you start getting dizzy or whatever.
Yeah.
Foggy vision.
Yeah.
You're so pissed off. I had to learn the hard way before when I've gotten really mad with the comments.
I don't let the comments bother. It depends. It depends.
We do respond sometimes with video.
So just remember, guys, if you're still watching, if you're watching us and we're pissing you off, since we're talking about this, I'm just saying if we are, right, because we have that effect on people. Make sure you drink a glass of water before bed, guys. Everyone drink a glass of water before bed because they've said that can help prevent, the water recirculates through your body or some shit like that, and it can prevent strokes and things like that.
And you want to be careful that you don't chug a lot because then that could be so bad too.
Oh, yeah.
When you go lay down.
It's crazy though. Now that we're talking about this, and guys, feel free if you guys want to talk about something else, we can move on too. But water, water's supposed to be the healthiest thing for you, but it can also be dangerous too.
Especially for the little ones.
Right? Yeah, like those. Remember that lady that died a while back because it was like a contest to drink a gallon of water.
Oh yes,
for some kind of concert ticket or something.
Yeah,
and she died of her brain literally drowned in water, literally drowned.
Yeah, I didn't know that could happen. Yeah. Like you do that at night. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have some, and you overdo it, or if you have kids and they're just gulping it down before they go, that could be bad.
Thins out their electrolytes or some shit.
So many things. So scary.
So it's scary, but we're not here to scare you. We're just we're just talking about the. So yes, in case you get a little, anyone who's watched your videos gets pissed off, drink a little glass of water before bed. If you're watching it at night and.
Put it down.
Stress.
Yeah.
Stress is a big one. But what else, Emily? Anything else you want to talk about? We covered that. Holiday season. Holidays coming again.
Oh, yeah. Again.
Holiday, Easter. Some people celebrate it. Warm water for the throat. Yeah, that too.
Oh, like if you're yelling a lot and you're angry. And yeah, and you're going to get some warm water.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that can, yeah, your throat.
Or cold water too, like for the panic attacks. And you got people that have any panic attacks.
Oh, that can happen too.
Palpitations.
Yeah.
Run your wrist
Under
under
the
some
sink.
cool water,
Yeah.
and it'll help recirculate. It stimulates the vagus nerve. Or
But it was just like
whatever, so-
your breathing techniques too. That
But definitely the warm water.
help
Definitely warm water.
bring it down.
The whole gargles and the you know what now that we're talking about all this weird shit. Well, this is what we've been doing, okay? In case you guys were wondering. This is what we've been doing off the social media.
Yes.
I've been taking care of my health. We had some weird virus and we were doing the neti pod. Has anybody ever done a neti pod? That thing is weird. Were you able to get it to drain your nose?
No, not really,
It must
because
have been really backed up. So if you've never used a neti pod, guys, it's since you're talking about the warm water, that's what it reminded me of. So it's this little bottle. I could get up and show it to you, but I don't want to get up right now. Maybe I'll post. Maybe we'll do a short for you.
Yeah.
And it's a little bottle, and it has a little like hole, and you put distilled water, and it comes, and you buy these special packs that have like, I don't know, salt or whatever it is. You put it in there and you shake it up, and you have to be face down at the sink, like literally face down, and you stick the bottle up your nose and you squeeze. And you squeeze until all the liquid drains and it flushes your sinuses out.
Wait, through the
other
opposite side?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So once that's happening, make sure you do
So
not
the trick
choke back.
is, like the doctor told me, is that you have to stay with your head down, because if you get up a little bit, it'll go into the back of your
Yeah,
throat,
good.
or you'll choke or whatever.
It's like vapor.
Oh, I've never done vapor. Good to know. But it cleans out your sinuses. So this is all weird shit. And in my ignorance, this is white people shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, growing up, they'd be like, oh, that's for fucking gringos, that white people shit. No, but white people shit helps. So, thank you, white people.
Okay, never mind.
Oh, it's the vapors. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's funny you mentioned that. I was at the store the other day. It was like maybe 10 o'clock or something, and there was this guy. I don't know what he was smoking. Remember that man I told you? I don't know what he was smoking, but I don't know. I've never seen a pipe like that. That was where everyone thought we were homeless, like gangster guy that was with that girl. Or whoever, there's these weird people that parked next to us when we went to store.
Oh, what was he smoking?
I don't know what the guy was smoking, but I've never seen a pipe like that.
I didn't see it.
It almost looked like a tennis shoe, like a high top. No, I swear, it almost looked like a high top. But I don't know how I didn't want to be nosy and like hella stare, but it looked like a tennis shoe.
Okay.
Like a clear tennis shoe. And then I don't know where he had his mouth, but I just saw a bunch of like smoke, and I never saw smoke come out of his mouth. So I don't know what he was doing. So do you happen to know what that was? I don't know what kind of pipe that was.
Some new technology?
I don't know. But it was weird because, I've seen people where they like smoke a bong or whatever, and then like the puff or the smoke, whatever comes out like of their mouth. But it looked like a sneaker.
So it
looked like a clear sneaker.
He was hot sneakering.
I don't know what he was doing. But you were talking about the hot steam. Oh, the humidifier?
Oh, no.
I think he's talking about humidifier.
Oh, okay, that's what he's talking about.
Like the vapor room? Oh, I know what he's talking about. Oh, he's talking about the things. I think I know what you're talking about, right? Because they sell some little, like, what is it? Like a pill you stick in the shower, and it makes the steam, and you're supposed to breathe it in. Is that what you're talking about? Okay, maybe. But that helps, too. That helps, too, if you're stuffed up. But that neti pot stuff, man. It's kind of expensive. Like I said, I'm cheap. I think it was like $20. And you get the little box, and it comes with the little bottle. And it comes with, I don't know how many little packets of that stuff. But you got to be careful, again, because you can only use distilled water to clean it. Mm-hmm. You can't, it says on there in big all letters, do not use tap water. Do not use tap water with the solution because it can burn like your nose or something. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, that's scary.
And then, now we're talking about water. I saw this article recently.
It's a machine that has hot steam.
Oh yeah, the humidifier. I think that's what he's talking about. Yeah, that too. But no, the neti pot is a little different. You actually gotta squirt it up. Kind of like the, have you ever used saline solution? You buy like a Dollar Tree. Kind of like that, except this has a wider tip so that you get this whole like gush of water that goes in through your nose and comes out the other nose. Yeah. But the water, did you read that article about the microplastics?
Sounds familiar.
I'm tripping off of that. Okay, now.
Oh yeah. That one's crazy.
So I've been seeing this a lot lately. I saw it, I think, on TikTok too, where you can buy these special filters in your shower, in your sink, and I don't know if you guys drink tap water. I don't drink tap water. I try not to. But if you put those filters on your sink, that supposedly you actually
Can see the
the microplastics, these tiny little pieces of plastic that we drink. If you drink tap water, you're drinking it. Now I sound like a tweaker, right? If you're taking a shower, it's on your body. Like all this weird shit. I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's kinda
I
gross,
was getting kind of freaked out. But I guess that's a thing. I've been seeing that a lot lately. Like the people that clean the oceans and stuff, how they're
Oh,
saying
yeah.
like all that. Can't remember what country it was, and it was like all this plastic and stuff. That's so gross if you really
Yeah.
think about it. So it really freaked me out. But yeah, spring cleaning.
Yeah, so everything we're just
Yeah, so that's what we've been doing. If you've been wondering, taking care of the house, figuring out new ways to make money on the YouTube,
Right.
on the social medias, because it's
Yeah.
really tricky.
it's pretty hard, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, at least for us.
At least for us, yeah. Again,
With the content.
so maybe we've been being Rocky Balboa, Emily. We've been taking it too serious.
I think so.
when
I
it's
think so.
supposed to be like a
I've been
game.
told that. So maybe I am taking it too serious.
I guess so, huh? So maybe just post the funny.
Hey, I've been posting what I've always been posting about what I do. I do the boudoir photography. I like to take sexy pics and pose for the camera. I really enjoy doing that. It's my passion. So that's what I've been continuing to do. I have a couple of shorts on here.
Well, and let's talk about that for a little bit because you've done this for a while.
I've done it since 2008.
Oh, thank you so much, Gates.
Oh, thank you.
And you've been doing this for a while. Let's talk about your pictures for a little bit. What made you want to do it? When did you? What age? Because I remember you would do it for fun.
Well, see,
But at what age did you start actually making money? Were you actually?
No, I was already an adult.
But
see,
what age? Because I remember. Let's talk about that.
With the pictures, I always liked doing the pictures because growing up, I liked the Playboy bunnies. I liked seeing all that. Okay, as a kid, seeing that Baywatch, watching the TV.
So did you like the whole like power that you felt?
I liked the whole
the tension?
what do you call it? Being desired by men. I liked that. Even though it sounds negative, you know. Hey, I grew up in the 90s. I'm from 87, so I loved watching all that. Laura Leon, just all those ladies. I loved
That were like what do you call that?
the big chichotas, the
Objects
blonde
of
hair.
the opposite sex or something.
Yeah, so the whole, what would it be called? Like not taunting men, but the whole being, you know,
fantasy.
Men, yes, I guess desired by men or whatever, like on a billboard. That's what I've always wanted.
So at what age did you actually start selling stuff? Or did you actually
Okay, you know what?
Or how did that come out?
2008.
Let's talk about
all
that.
right. So what happened was I liked taking pictures, and I noticed when I was 12 years old, we'd take pictures with the old Polaroids, and you'd go develop them at Walmart. So I just regular pictures, nothing nude, nothing cleavagey, and I liked it. So then when we started taking pictures at the mall.
Yeah.
Because you know all those mall pictures, those cute little backgrounds. I liked that. I did that as a teenager, and it wasn't until I was 21 when I got out of this relationship, and I was single. I was freshly out on the market, and I didn't really have a lot of experience dating or anything like that. So I got into the dating game, and I didn't know that people would send pictures.
That was like the thing, right?
They were sending pictures, like I didn't know this. So then I started sending pictures too, because I'm like, oh, okay. But then I started seeing, hey, people would tell me, older folks, don't be doing that, girl, at least get paid. So I'm like, oh my gosh. So a lot of my pictures have been sent like through text, through different people.
No, we don't have a website right now.
No, and also that through my 20s, my early 20s, I got into it, and I've always taken my own pictures. So I learned how to angle the phone, put it in certain spots, and do all that. And I liked it. And it wasn't until I would say I didn't start making money off of my pictures until, oh gosh, I've been through so much. Let's see.
Like 2013, 14, something like that?
No, it's still new, everything, because Instagram came out, and I was using Instagram to put my pictures on there, but I had great content with pictures, of course, and it was all for free. And I was like, oh my gosh. So then I started trying to do like the, what was it? No, OnlyFans I don't think was out yet.
No.
So this was like 2013, 14, 15, still wasn't getting paid. And I'm like, you know what? I have to do this. And I knew.
So who was your first customer? What was the experience?
Hold on. Because I have to think.
Yeah.
Instagram? No.
Because the calendar was in 2019.
2019.
Before
First?
that, though?
No, it was before. Oh, I gotta think. Instagram? No. Instagram is. Had a couple of people.
Facebook?
Was it Facebook? You know what? Facebook. PayPal. That's what it was. Facebook with the Messenger. The Messenger had different men who would follow me on there. And I would do, no, I don't have an OnlyFans.
No, she's never had an OnlyFans. We don't, again, we're not tech savvy. And unfortunately, because we're
Yeah.
not tech savvy, we don't know how to do all that stuff, like the websites. Because she used to post all her pictures and all her content just on her Facebook or on. We used to use the Instagram for that, but now it's so what do
I
you call
have
that?
my personal pictures on my Facebook, and a lot of it's public, so that
But
and
they're
here on
so
YouTube.
restricted, though. Remember, because
Yes.
Facebook banned.
I've
you for
gotten
while,
flagged a lot.
So the OnlyFans, it's something we're thinking about.
I started making money already when I was already old, like 27, and that was through actual people that I actually knew, and I couldn't believe that they would be interested, because people do like to discourage you, especially a woman of my body size and type. You know, you hear a lot of the cliche thing like, oh, blah blah blah, but no, there were people who were interested, men, women, but these were men that I actually worked with, and single men, right? They didn't want nothing with me. They're just like, hey, I admire your beauty. I like that whole. It's very artistic. All right.
You didn't have tattoos then,
I didn't have tattoos at the time. You know what? I had this one at 23, and then this one right here. That's it. However, that's when I started making money, and it was through PayPal. I tried to make an OnlyFans. I don't know how to do it. I'm not tech savvy.
not tech
So if
savvy.
somebody would like to help me, but no. So my pictures are out there. They've been sent to a lot of
And let's
places.
talk about this calendar. So in 2019, she took some pictures, some really nice pictures. They were a little racy. I mean, she was showing some skin.
Oh, of course.
And so we were having a hard time getting them printed. But we were able to print 20 of them. And so 20 of her calendars
Thank you.
are roaming around all over the United States.
Yes.
Texas, what was the other? Chicago, I think it was.
Oh, yes.
And Arizona and
Some in my
was it
local
New York?
town. Yeah.
And so some people have seen Emily and her calendar as a calendar.
Oh,
girl.
nothing too crazy.
Nothing
like,
crazy,
like
no.
I'm talking about like a Playboy Center.
Not
no,
like she's
no,
sticking
I
anything
wish.
in her body, nothing like that.
But no, yeah. So that was exciting. But
That
the
was.
tricky part was the whole printing issue because
Yes,
some places
yes.
you cannot print photos even of cleavage because it's
Yes.
considered sexual nudity and all that.
Right.
And I've been reported like on certain not websites, Facebook.
So that's why,
Instagram.
again, she uses the YouTube. She'll do the little shorts if you guys like the shorts.
I like it. So now I've just been like, I've done like just little videos of like flexing my, like you can't see, but I move the pecs, my boobies. Anyways, also applying my makeup, doing anything, doing my hair.
Yeah,
I
love
like
that.
doing all that.
So if she had an OnlyFans, those would be the types of things that she would. I don't know, because I've never seen an OnlyFans, so I don't know what people do on OnlyFans.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
Gangster Party. Is it like? Do they actually do porn or what is?
is
people
it
do?
what is it, webcam stuff?
I'm not sure. What is it, Gangster Party? Are you familiar with it? With the OnlyFans? What is
But,
it? Is it
yeah.
just pictures? Is it videos? What if you can you like have live chats or what's the deal with that? Because I've never seen one, so I don't know what's on there. But if Emily had one, if that happened and we're able to do it, then it would definitely be the same thing she does here, except it might be a little bit more. What would you say?
Because I don't know how
more
personal you
intimate?
can get with your viewers.
But I know you could do like the makeup and the hair. I know that's one. I mean, you could do it topless or whatever, and panties, or I'm not sure.
back shots, I guess, like
Oh, yeah.
because I don't really post that on
Because you get flagged. that's the
YouTube.
thing.
Well, because I kind of feel it's a little more personal when you're showing your behind. But some people might disagree and say, "No, Emily, you like to share."
Okay,
boobs."
so question for you.
Yes.
What's more personal, BJ or a kiss?
I say a kiss on the mouth. Before I in my 20s, I
I
would
think
think.
it's just pics. I don't know to tell you. Yeah, see, I'm not sure either. I hear about it, but I'm not sure what's on there.
So a BJ. Before my mentality, yeah, I would say that, of course, but no. I think a kiss is more personal on the mouth to someone else because you're face to face. It's more. It's like you're more connected, and I think a BJ is very disconnected because that person they don't even have to look at your face.
That's
Just
true.
put their hand there, do what they want with your other parts of your body or hair. They're not looking, so they can be imagining whoever they want. A kiss, I think it's a little.
More.
It's like, yeah, but the whole video, yeah, you can do it. So that's my personal opinion. But yes, I started making money when I was like 27. I had already been giving out free pictures for over a long time already. So now as at my age, 36, yeah, I would like a website, but we're still looking into that. However, I've been asked about the OnlyFans. I don't know how it works. I don't know.
Or what's on there? I'm not
Yeah, how do
sure.
you? Yeah, nobody. But I like to ask questions, and I don't know who can. Nobody really likes to give those details. I think they like to gatekeep. They
Yeah, I
do.
think so. I think you're right.
And especially if there's women that are in the OnlyFans, and there's a couple of guys that I know that do OnlyFans. A couple of guys that were exchanging photos with me actually, and we like just built like more of an acquaintance, nothing else, just like yeah, I inspired them. They
I
told me.
saw one.
These guys told me, hey, you know what? And these guys had nice chiseled bodies, and they would ask me, hey, I like your pictures. Can you send me one? And again, I guess I was sending them through DMs, but I was, collecting the payment. I guess that's how you could do it. I guess, but I like the whole website, and I think, yeah. So some of these guys did it too, and they love it, and now they're doing really well on there.
BJ's are okay. Oh no, we were asking. I think you missed that gangster party. We were asking, what do you think is more intimate, a BJ? Like if you if you were in a relationship, okay, and your girl cheated on you, what would you be more offended with? Her giving a guy a BJ or her giving a guy a kiss?
Or vice versa.
I think I would be more
giving a
with
woman
the kiss. I think so. I
right?
mean, and even though people they wanna. What would you say that like? You get more points for certain parts of the body.
Right. Also, what do you think is more personal? If they actually have intercourse or oral? What?
Shit.
Because what do you think about that? Now that's a different one.
I'm gonna say
the oral. I think
yeah,
oral.
I'm gonna say the oral.
Oral is more personal than actually the intercourse. Again, you don't have to be really. I think that one's more personal.
The reason why I'm gonna give you that, the reason why I'm gonna say the oral is is more personal because let's just be real with it, right? Most people are not using rubbers. Let's just be real with it. They're not. And most guys are going to want a nut in the girl's mouth. Let's just be real with it. Don't act stupid, girls. So you're either going to swallow or you're going to spit. And that's more personal. Again, you talk about now when you go into spirituality, right? The spiritual chains and all this stuff and all this.
It's different from eating out the punani. What is?
Wait, the kiss or the BJ? What are we talking about?
Which one do you think is more personal?
Wait, I'm confused. I got lost. Never waiting.
Oh, well, you know what? A couple of ladies that I know, when they had their partner cheat on them, they were like pissed off because they're like, the guy was like, all I did was I just ate her out. I didn't have sex with her. And then the girl was like, oh my gosh, that's worse. But I don't know. I found it to be a little more personal.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna.
Gangster party says from a kiss. It's different from a kiss. The what he said.
See, I don't know. Now, can you elaborate on that? Can you tell us a little more why you would think that? And just so we can have a better understanding. Because I'm gonna say again, kiss is very intimate. I feel like a kiss, you can feel people's emotions. You can see what's there.
The punani for a man is more personal.
A man to do it, you're saying, is more personal. Yeah, I can understand. I can see that. Where like because a guy, like. Guys that I've met where they're like, oh yeah, she was clean, or what? You know what I mean? Stupid phrases like that.
Yeah.
So I can see that. I can see that, but I don't know. I'm gonna say Kiss is, Julia Roberts, Pretty Woman.
Oh yeah, but I just think the Kiss is a little more sensual.
Yeah.
Because I could just, the Kiss, I think.
But now let's talk about this Panani thing, right? I don't know because I haven't dated in a long time, but from what I've been hearing from people I know, the younger generation, they don't like to do that anymore. So I don't know if that's true or not.
Yeah, you know what?
Things have really changed.
Oh, do you think culture plays a part?
I don't know.
Or just in general? Well, no, I was very surprised to see, because I've been seeing, again, on social media.
Now, what I've been seeing, and there's no offense to any of those groups or anything like that, right? But what I have been seeing is that, the gender fluid, the people in the LBGT, that they're more into that stuff. I don't know how true that is. This is what I've been seeing, on social media when, you watch podcasts and things like that. So, I'm not sure.
Well, I guess, like that
the supposedly heterosexuals, that they're not into that. They're not
because the other group is a lot of them flaunt about, hey, they're so advanced and a lot of this and freaky or whatnot.
So I'm not sure, but I have been seeing that in podcasts as well. So I don't know about him saying it's personal. I think people don't think that. I think people think it's just
because
it's easier to do that than to.
Yeah, I don't know what it's like to date because, like you said, they don't like to do that. I think that's. Well, it's up to everybody, right?
Well, and I like that guy. There's a comedian. I thought I saw that. I thought it was funny. Did I show you that video?
Which one?
Where he's talking about, man, fun. New generation, all these pussies are waxed and no hair.
All the girls,
and then
the ladies,
he was like, my generation, it was like the bush, the granny panties, and then he's like I was dating this lady one time. He's like, and we went back to my place and she took off her pants and she's going around in circles showing me her panties, and it's like, hey Larry or whatever his name was, like, what are you thinking of? He's like, and all I could think about was WWE. They should look like the wrestlers with So I don't know. It's different. ¿Tú qué crees, Mom? ¿Qué es más personal? Entonces cállate la boca. ¿Qué crees que es más personal? ¿Que te besen en la boca? ¿O que le
Did we
mamen
lose your gangster party? So yeah, anyways, with the whole spring cleaning,
the whole spring cleaning,
with that too, and the whole dating.
If you caught feelings with your little friends with benefits, it's time to cut them off.
Yeah.
If they've already told
Because-
you, I just want.
Because if you want something more serious
and
and
they've already told you,
you think they're gonna change
hey,
their
it's
mind,
time to bounce. You gotta cut
Yeah.
them off. Doesn't matter how
But the
good
whole
that is.
again, also with the whole dating, like we were talking about, that one video we did that Stitch about like taking your phone and stuff, and some people had left comments here saying no, that's rude to
Oh, the
have
one
your
about
phone
if
on the
it's
first
just-
date, and we were just talking about like, hey, I wouldn't get mad if somebody had their phone out because it's a date, What if you have kids or you have to take your phone calls from work and all that?
I think things have changed too. So a lot of these, that's what I want to talk about too. A lot of these people I've been seeing on the social media stuff, right, that give all these consejos, right? They're
Yeah.
supposed to be like the person you're supposed to look to. I think they're single too.
Are they?
I think they are.
Well, I've seen some that are actually in relationships, married or whatnot.
That's what I'm saying.
And
So
it's
what
like
do you want?
you're talking about relationships. Dude, what are you talking about? You're in one. Like, leave it for the single people out
I
here
agree. I have
that
to agree.
but whatever. That's just my opinion. Or like they're married and they want to talk about these dates. Well, you got your own partner. You're married.
So Gangster Party, we'd like to take a couple minutes here since we've been on for so long. Thank you for staying on, and if you're still here, we'd like to take a couple minutes to get to know about you, our viewer. Tell us about yourself. Do you have kids? Are you married?
Where are you from?
What is, since we're talking about relationships, what do you think is, like, what would you say, like, best quality of a person, a woman? What does he see in a woman?
Yeah, what do you...
Or if you are married, what was the thing that caught your attention?
And
like,
that is still...
I think I'm going to marry this woman.
And that still has your attention about your partner. Like, oh, man, I'm so
or
in love with
anyone
them.
on there, anyone who's on
anyone?
here watching, if you'd like that. This time I'd like to take time for the viewers. Like, what do you guys think? What if you're married or if you're single? What was that one like? Aha, this is gonna be the one I marry.
Right.
Because, you hear that, right? Like, oh, a man knows.
Yeah.
He's gonna pick a woman.
If
or
you're
whatever.
dating, what what are you looking for out there?
How
Because I
do
am not
you-
in a relationship or no kids. Oh, that's
Oh,
good.
okay, nice.
But see, are you a hopeless romantic? Like, do you want to get married in the future? Do you want kids in the future?
Yeah, because you're.
Is that too personal?
Well, okay, now it's funny. The reason why I asked you this, right? Because I recently got some.
It's so expensive nowadays.
Oh my gosh, yes it is. But that shouldn't stop. But I understand. Like the guy with the free lemons, right? I went to this house down the street where I live, and the guy was giving free lemons. He said he wants to prune his tree. So, again, I feel weird going to take your lemons, someone to make small talk. Like, oh, how you doing? Oh, how long have you lived here? Blah, blah, blah. And the guy would look fairly young. So he starts telling me his whole life story, like he had bought the house with his fiance. It didn't work out. And so now he's going to be there. That's going to be his house and blah, blah, blah. But like he said, I think he's 34. And he was like, yeah, it just didn't happen. So I thought we were going to have a bunch of kids. I thought we were going to be married, and it didn't work out. And I didn't want to pry anymore. Like, so are you still dating? Is it something you're thinking of? Or, because I noticed that a lot of people, they're making that choice now. Like like what you said, right? At a certain age. Like, if it doesn't happen, then I don't plan on doing that.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about the whole how we believe if you don't have kids, you shouldn't be married.
Oh, yeah. So what do you think
anyone who
about
has
that gangster
kids.
party? Can we ask you this question, or is this personal? Since you don't have kids, you've never been married, do you date women that have kids? I want kids, but probably later for my kids to live on to the future. Yeah,
Yeah.
Hey, man, I was so motivated after seeing Al Pacino and Robert De Niro.
Oh,
80 years old, having babies. And the woman, the Al Pacino I just read, he has to pay that lady $30,000 a month for child support, dude. So even if he were to die in a couple of years, if she's smart and she takes care of the baby and the money, she'll be set for life.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy. 80 years old, man.
I like those two men. I always like them. Wow.
So that's
Lucky ladies, huh?
going to be an interesting way to do
Yeah.
that. So
Then that was our take. That's our take on that. I don't think, I don't have kids. I'm not married or anything like that. But I wouldn't want to date anyone who has kids, unless they were an
Small
older
kids.
man and they maybe had grown kids, but not anyone that like
Squinkless.
yeah that has little kids or teenagers or something like that.
So what do you think, Gangster Party? Do you date women with kids, or what are your? Do you have standards, or do you have like a set of rules that you play by, or is it just kind of go with the flow, or what?
Oh yeah, and also we
you'd
always
like
talk
to-
about them, Ian. Hey, do you like to date people who come from a two-parent household?
Oh, yeah.
Or parents who are divorced? What do you think about that?
Do you have a preference? Do people even think about that? Like now, I mean, I don't know why. I always used to think like that, and I broke my own rule.
Yeah.
I broke my own rule.
Yep, I'm guilty of that as well.
And now, I'm paying the consequences.
Yeah. Again, we should have stayed true
True
to
to
ourselves from the
ourselves,
beginning.
yes.
And that's how we've always been growing up. Hey, we're gonna make sure we get with someone who both parents are still married. I don't care how toxic the relationship.
Yeah.
As long as they're still married.
I have no
And-
standards. I just go with the flow. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Anybody else that wants to share that's on here? You guys, what do you guys think about that? Because we did a video on that a couple weeks ago. How long
Yes,
ago was
so
that?
maybe like a month ago.
And people were really upset. They got really upset
Yeah.
with that video, especially the women. The women. The women.
Oh yes, it seems like there's women out there who they have kids and they just want a man to take over.
True.
You know, hey, that's okay, but I mean, I just don't understand why there's certain men who want to date women who have kids, and the man doesn't have kids, but he wants to date these single moms.
So I wonder if it's a benefit, because I've read things where people think that the single moms are more independent. They're supposedly more freaky because they're so busy.
Oh,
taking
they
care-
say,
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
heard that
yeah,
because
yeah,
they're more
yeah.
experienced and all
No,
that.
because
And-
they have such a time limit that of course they're gonna want to get it on when they can because they got to tend to the kids at all times. Those are things I've read about. I've heard. My case, no, no. Unless you got money, ain't no honey.
I mean, I think you should stay true to yourself about that. Hey,
Oh, and then the other topic. Remember, we saw the guy that. What do you guys think about that? So Gangster Party. I'm not sure if you date or what your deal is, but if you went on a date with a woman and she wanted to buy an extra plate to take home to her kids, would you allow that, or how do you feel about it? I just take it how it comes. That nice. Because remember the video we did? That was another video we saw where
Yes.
we commented on that. And people were really
do
upset.
you pay on a first date gangster party, or do you prefer the woman to go half and half? What are your
or whoever's
thoughts?
watching, what do you guys think? Again, do you think that it's because I'm very old school when it comes to that. Like, if you're inviting me out, I'm expecting you to pay. Of course,
Yep.
I'll bring some money just in case, but I'm expecting, and I will ask before I even make that trip. Who's paying?
Yes, I do live in the 50s. With that. Even though, I know. But still, with that, I think it a little old school. I like that. I like that tradition. The whole, the guy courts the woman.
Yeah.
And, hey, el que invita paga.
And like this whole thing I've been seeing about women proposing to their boyfriends.
Huh?
Please no.
No. Yeah, I saw. I even commented on one, and the lady got all pissed off at me. And her man got mad too, and he commented to me. She proposed to him. She proposed to him, and it was just ridiculous. In my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
And I think they already had. I want to say they were. I want to say no. She had like 3 kids. They weren't his, but he was like her new guy because she was previously married, and this guy didn't have any kids or anything like that. And she proposed, and he said yes. Well, of course, it seemed like the lady was paying the bills and stuff.
You're gonna marry me. Do you remember that one lady that they forced the husband? That like Mexican lady. It was on TikTok a while back. And everyone was, I'll pay for food and a hotel room. Okay, but hotel room. So then are you expecting something to be, because I've been seeing that too.
Yeah.
Are you expecting something? Are you the type of person, if you take someone out, you're expecting to get laid that night? Is that something you talk about
Yeah, do you
prior
talk about
to
that?
dating? To meeting up with someone?
How's your experience with women, especially speaking on this stuff? Like, do they tell you, hey, I'd like to go out with a gangster party, and you're like, all right, let's go get something to eat, and then is that it? And then you guys exchange numbers and you meet up, or do you ask the woman, hey, so what are you looking for?
Or is it just like, well, he said go with the flow. So I'm thinking he's just like, whatever. Because I've noticed and I've seen a lot of women now too. It kind of seems like, I don't know what's going on with these roles, but they're very aggressive, it seems like. And they're like, I just need to get my rocks off. Okay, I didn't know you had rocks to begin with. But okay. And so they're like, yeah. So I'm like, yeah, like we didn't even go to eat. We just went straight to the room. Like,
Oh my gosh.
oh.
Say the first answer. Oh, I don't remember.
I don't remember. Oh, he's expecting to get it on.
What did I say the first time?
I don't remember.
Oh, you just put the numbers in exchange. I go with the flow. I was going with the flow. It can cause problems.
He don't care. He's going with the flow.
But yeah, there's just some women. Again, I saw something
and
on
again,
TikTok.
this is not against the it's
No,
just
no,
things
no.
I've noticed, I've observed, and I'm like, wow.
There was this one video that's circulating on TikTok, and the she's recording it, and the guy's like, "You're gonna come home with me, don't get a cab." And she's like, "Why should I go home with you?" He's like, "Because that's what happens. I paid for the food, and usually women go home with me." And she's like, "No, I'm not. I don't even like you. Do you just want your money back?" He's like, "No, just come home with me." She's like, "No." And so in the comments back and forth, people were like, "Yeah, men shouldn't expect playtime just because they paid for food." So I was just commenting like, "Oh well, we don't know exactly what they discussed before she accepted the date. Did they talk about these types of things that we're talking about?
Were they talking dirty?
And then you
before?
get people that right away they're like, "Oh, gold digger, she wanted a free meal." But I think you should know that in the beginning. Hey, I'm not going to accept a date with someone unless I'm attracted to them.
People need to give a little. What do I mean by that? Is nothing should be expected, right? Expect the unexpected, right? Meaning that, yeah, like you might have to spend a little money and not get anything out of it.
Okay, so do you accept Gangster Party? Do you offer people, hey, you want to go out with me? Well, like if you're only attracted to them, or does it matter if you're not attracted to them?
Or you
like
get bored,
there's
yeah.
just like some women as well that they just accept dates from guys that they're not even sexually attracted to or even physically attracted to at all. I think there's a difference. Sexually attracted and
No, I'm gonna tell you. Like me, for many years when I first got divorced or whatever, I had a lot of male friends, and now I disagree, right? But I had a lot of male friends, and it was always strictly platonic. Like they were hard workers. They wanted to go to a movie, or they wanted to go, and I would tell them straight up, like, "Hey, look, ain't nothing gonna happen here. So I'm telling you right now, if you want to go out, I don't have money, extra money. I got kids, blah blah." And they'd be like, "Yeah, sure, no problem." And this went on for years. I had many friends. We'd go to the movies. We'd go dancing.
Some respect, yeah.
And nothing ever came of it.
Just the vibe and the feelings.
Okay, so I was very shocked a lot of times. Like I went with one guy, and I was scared. And now thinking about it, I don't think he was a guy.
Yeah.
But that's besides the point. The thing was that like it was very aggressive and like creepy. Like the guy wanted this person, I should say. They just wanted to like put their hands everywhere and went to the movie, and it was like, whoa, whoa.
I had the guy put my hand there.
About this, we didn't like. I guess expect that. Yes, I know that. But at the same time, it's like.
And it sucks when it's a guy that you're attracted to and you like them, and then you're right away when the movie's on, they're like, "Hey," and I'm like, "Oh man, I really want to watch the movie. I want to play with you after." But some are just aggressive. But I didn't like the way the guy was being very aggressive like that in the beginning. I'm like, I don't like that shit. Like I want to enjoy my popcorn, okay? And you want me to touch that? I want to eat my popcorn, watch the movie, and then we can go. So then it's like, you know what? And then it just kind of turned me off. Like, no, I don't really like that, dude. Like, I'm good looking guy. You don't need to be forcing a woman to like do that.
Okay, so then that goes into the other thing I've been seeing, right? These guys that are like, what's wrong with me? I got the money, I got the job, I got the cars, I got the house. That's wrong
the
with
problem. You're bragging about it.
You're bragging about it. You're expecting too much.
I can just imagine what those guys are like. That are like, I got the good car. Why do you like losers, blah blah? Because those losers are fine, baby, and they've got a good heart.
They got time to listen.
Oh yes, they do. And then sometimes they're the ones that drive, because I never drove no guy around.
No, they know how to drive. They just don't have the car.
Yeah, they don't have the car, or
But you're not driving my car unless I'm there.
Yeah, and then
I've never let a guy drive my car.
Fuck no, because that's a stereotype too with fat ladies. You know, I think so.
No, I don't think I've
never. No, I don't drive no man.
I have. I'm guilty. Put his ass in
Oh,
the
you know
backseat,
what?
though.
One time, no, twice. But the guy was paying for everything. I wasn't paying for anything.
Oh, the shrimp guy, the shrimp and steak.
Oh, him? No, yeah, he paid all that. The other guy, no, también.
So, good topics though. Yeah.
But yeah, there are women that are they will drive the man around, and unfortunately,
and it's tax season. It's tax season.
And unfortunately, yes, with fat women, right? That's a stereotype. Oh, tax season. Ain't nobody here. What the heck?
I don't know
what kind of lady. Like, I'm jealous. Where are these men finding these fat ladies that like got it like that and they're paying for shit?
Well, see, that's the thing. And no offense, but I'm gonna say it. Okay, it's like these fat guys don't do that. I like fat guys. I do. I guess
I do. Like fat guys.
I do. I like all guys, but I guess I do like fat guys.
Fat guys
like,
always
they
mean
don't bother me. I can do it. I can make it happen.
Fat guys are. There's some that are kids. They're never mean to me.
That I've met, they're not hospitable. They're not generous.
That's
He
messy.
must have gotten lucky. Wait, what?
Wait, he must have gotten lucky.
I got lost in that part, Gangsta Party. I missed that. But yeah, talking about so the fat women, yeah, they are. I've seen it. They'll spend their EBT. They'll fucking spend their check to let the guys drive.
And I
their
keep
cars
hearing
and all
that,
this shit.
get yourself fat chick. She knows how to cook. Bitch, I don't know how to cook. What are you talking about? It's not me. And they're talking about all that.
But the fat men, I've never met fat men
I've always had bad experience with fat guys where
who want to pay.
I've never been on a date with a fat guy because they never liked me. Some guys are cute. They're cute and they're nice, and they don't like me because I'm fat.
They usually have nice cars.
And they like the skinny ladies, and you see it a lot. These pretty girls, nice figures, and they got a fat, ugly guy. And those fat, ugly guys are the ones that are rude to women like us, our size, whatever. Like, oh.
So do you think those fat guys are paying for their stuff?
Yeah, I
I've
think
never
they
done
are, and
that.
sometimes I don't think the lady's into them, but because the guy makes better money than the good-looking chiseled body guy.
So she's fucking the chiseled body guy on the side.
Yeah, and the chiseled guy that's cute. Those are the guys that usually come to me. The ones that are like the tall, the lanky ones, and it's like, oh my gosh. But yeah, they're real nice. But the fat guys always had a bad experience where they never liked me. The fat guys, you've had some like nice ones.
I like all guys.
Yeah, I did too, and it's just like, but I just happen to be the skinny fucking.
But now,
guys
again,
that
I always say this, and I piss people off when I say this, and I don't know, no one's proved me wrong yet. Shorter men make better money.
Oh yeah,
Shorter men make better money. At least in my experience. Again, I've been very spoiled in that, where I've had a lot of men spoil me, and I've never had to like give anything up. I'm thinking about becoming a male strip. Hey,
You should.
I don't know where they would have a strip club, but why not? If you're young, you don't have kids, you don't have
Yeah.
any compromisos.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Do some photos, like I said. OnlyFans if you're interested in that.
What do you do for work, Gangster Party? What's your profession, or what do you do? Take pictures like that. You know, you
Yeah.
can't take pictures like if you're working in and out. It's like, you can't take pictures in that outfit.
Yeah.
Because there's corporations.
With your companies.
There's all this
don't take
shit.
pictures in your
But if
company's
you work for
outfit.
yourself, hey,
Oh, yeah,
I think
definitely.
that's sexy. Put a tool belt on, even if you don't know how to use the
And
fucking
just your
tools.
boots.
Yeah. Maybe a construction hat.
Yes.
Oh, I'm seeing it. I'm getting the visual.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Security, if you do security,
Just
wear
cover
the-
up the patch of your company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what else?
See, these topics excite me. So you're interested in taking pictures? Yes, I would definitely.
You got moves?
Yeah.
You got moves, Gangster Party, or you just being funny?
Oh.
Can you do the handstand? I mean, okay, because there was a
Oh, the
time.
handstand,
There was
yes.
a time where we would, as hairstylists, right? We'd have these parties and we'd rent male strippers, like on a Saturday, rent a couple guys and, the
Birthdays,
coworkers.
bachelorette parties.
Yeah, and some of these guys, man.
Wheelbarrow.
The moves they could do, like the backwards bend.
Fucking doing burpees and shit.
This one guy, dude, he was picking everyone.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
And
I was sitting.
I was like, whoa.
Yeah, motherfucker, he was strong.
He
I'm telling
deserved
you.
his money. He deserved
Yeah,
it. He really
yeah.
did. But since you
Haha, the Superman.
oh, I don't know
The Superman, yeah.
What's the Superman?
Yeah, I think so, right? Is that the dance, right? The Superman? Yeah.
know what that
I don't know.
is.
I think so. I got a vision in my head.
But the handstand,
Yeah.
the handstand was good. The guy, they could do the handstand and the tangalang, it's like right
Oh,
by your
yeah.
mouth. It's like
Right.
tangalang.
Yeah, all that. Teabagging, that's what I think of. Yeah, right. Oh, those are great times.
Yeah.
Those inspired me as well with the pictures, and like I saw some of the guys, their
But
costumes.
you have to be careful though, sir. Like in our
Yeah.
reality Gangster Party, because again, women. I don't know what's going on with these women lately, but women are scary. Like they're the sexual. Believe it or not, they're doing the sex crimes. A lot of these women.
So they're like
Believe it
sexual
or not.
predators.
Yeah.
In different ways.
Yeah, I mean, I know so many men
The Dirty Sanchez.
I don't know. Oh wait, which one was that one?
Um,
Is that where like
it's a.
put it in your butt? and put it in
You know what? I have to look
I
that up.
can't remember. Is
yes,
that the one
isn't
where
that the-
is that ATM?
Haha, just kidding. You know what? I gotta look it up on Urban Dictionary. Hold
Yeah,
on.
'cause
I haven't heard that one in a while. Yeah,
I think that's the one, right? Where they put it in the butt and then they put it in
something
the
weird. Yeah,
mouth?
something that
ATM?
leaves like a mustache, right? I'm not sure.
I can't remember.
Oh man,
The handstand.
you're so traumatized with the fuck. Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, he was.
The handstand.
Wow.
Oh yeah. But yeah, good times. Good
Yeah,
times.
good outfits. They give you good props.
Hey, that would be cool though. Honestly, like, since I'm just reading your name, right? Gangster Party. I'm thinking gangster, so I don't know what kind of gangster. I don't know if you're a '40s gangster. I don't know what your style is.
Yeah.
But I've never seen a cholo stripper. That would be cool. Because, you know, if you think about it, and I'm not being funny, but cholos wear a lot of fucking clothes. They wear the boxers. Then they wear the fucking long pants.
The long socks.
Then they wear the fucking undershirt. Then they wear the flannel. Then they wear the big jacket. Then can you
Some
imagine?
wear the gloves.
long socks.
I just said that, yes.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Hairnet, no one really uses that.
They'll have to use it for that. So yeah, can you imagine
The white beaters, the white
So
shirts
I
on
want to
there.
know who's gonna fucking be the cholo stripper. I want to see that. And can you imagine, like, women are horny, like I'm telling you, and that they wear a lot of fucking clothes. So start with the shoes, then the socks, then the fucking.
Even apply it in your
Van a ir así para bailar.
even apply
Si
it
son
in
como
your
cholos,
personal
sí.
life.
No.
Yes.
No, it's supposed to be funny, Mom.
Yeah.
And they can do the bandana. You know, then they
Oh.
bandana your eye.
Yeah, I have to wear my long sock and jock strap.
Yeah, there you go. A jock strap. Okay. You know, yeah. And then what's that? Oh, I don't know if that's true or not, but like I said, there was a while when we used to rent a lot of male strippers. Supposedly the guys would have to take some kind of pill, remember?
Oh,
That's what the guy
yeah.
told us. So
Yeah.
supposedly, like,
So
supposedly
wouldn't
it was part of their company policy where they had to take some kind of pill where they couldn't get it up.
Yeah.
So they couldn't get it up
Can you
for, like,
imagine?
for like a few hours.
Yeah.
So a lot of the women.
You know what? Because that was weird because the guy had my hand in his G-string and he had me like grabbing it and it was just flimsy.
Was it foam? you
It was,
think? Or like
you know
a
what?
like a pillow?
It was dark. There were lights, but they do a
¿Sí te
weird shit where
acuerdas
they don't
que
let
nos
you
dijo el
look.
stripper
They just let you
que se
feel.
había tomado una pastilla, que tenían que tomar una pastilla para que no se les parara? Era
Yeah.
parte
¿A
para
quién le dijo?
a nosotros
Remember?
nos había dicho uno de los strippers porque que era para seguridad, para que no los violen. ¿No?
Yeah,
Ah,
because
yo le
para
entendí
que-
a puro plástico.
Es lo que estamos diciendo.
Well, I was like feeling like squishy, like so. I'm like, they didn't let you see either.
Yeah, I know.
So they're like pretty, really slick with their tricks.
But now the women, I've gone to a women's strip club before and a women bachelorette party, and the women at least the ones I saw,
Raunchy,
they were
man.
raunchy, disgusting.
Yeah, they were making out with the guys.
They were
having
fucking
after.
doing the lollipop. Did you ever see women's strippers gangster party? They had this lollipop, and they were doing like the beer bottle where they'd pick it up with their crotch and all this stuff. That
Oh, where the other coworkers were pissed off because the husband was watching.
Yeah. So I don't know,
Yeah.
but the stripper, hey, you make a good living. I'm sure.
Yeah, so look into that gangster party with that whole stripper. I
Yeah,
would.
I would. Why not?
Yeah.
How tall are you, if you don't mind me asking? I'm just nosy. Again, shorter men make better money. In my experience, I could be wrong. So these guys that make all this money,
Which one?
like the YouTubers, who makes the most money? The shorter guys, right?
Perhaps.
Because the 6'7", 6'5" guys.
Pobre.
Proving my point.
Maybe.
¿Qué puedes hablar de esas cosas tú?
Because it's
Oh, porque
spring
dice el muchacho que quiere ser stripper. Y pues le digo, pues está bien, le digo, no, ¿qué tiene de malo? Le digo, pero estaría bien, ¿sabes? No sé. Estaría bien hacer un...
Pregúntale.
My mom wants to know if you speak Spanish, gangster party.
¿Qué?
My mom wants to know.
Entonces vamos a ver qué dice en español.
Your mom's so horny. She's one of the predators. Do you remember that? Oh, that was a funny story.
Cuando él me subió,
Yeah.
yo me escondí.
No, la Cleo cuando se andaba desmayando.
No, no me tocó verla.
La Cleo. Oh, I didn't tocó ver.
No, a mí.
So,
I was
oh,
hiding
he's
in the
5'4". Hey,
kitchen.
it's okay. Again, see,
Yeah,
you have
see.
potential.
Habla español.
Oh, my mom wants to know if you speak Spanish.
Porque
Hablas
queremos
español.
un Mexican stripper.
My mom's so horny.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. No, hay nada.
So yes.
No, I just wonder. Porque yo me escondí en la cocina
Yeah.
y me agarraron, me bailaron y me
Ya, lo que le
agarraron.
estaba diciendo, le digo, pues tienes que...
Ah,
Oye,
All right, guys.
wait, I gotta go.
Good night.
All right. Thank you so much. Oh, wait, I gotta.